Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? It is a day to celebrate. We have the mini portable cabin ready to roll. It is finally bolted down to the trailer. I'm going to show you guys basically what I did to this thing to get it all ready for the road. I'm going to start from the front to the back. Anybody's seen the videos of the mini cabin, so let's check it out. The first thing I did was, you can see I have a drop hitch now. I put in the trailer hitch, and now with the drop hitch on this thing, it sits perfectly level. You want your trailer as level as you can to the plane of the road or whatever, and you're towing it, so it's not dog tail or dog wagging and all that on your tail wagging. So I've got her all. So I've got that new drop hitch. We added that first. Second thing from the front here is the fastening system. Right here you can see this is this is an actual tie down here, an Ericsson brand tie down. This is the Ericsson brand tie down right here. They call this rigging. It's basically a turnbuckle, but they call it rigging. These are good for 5,000 pounds a piece. The actual shackles on there, or the loops are called, they're actually 5,000 pounds a piece, rated at 20,000 pounds, 10 ton all four corners. The best part right here, you can see this, that's actually into here. Those are 6-inch lag bolts that I literally drilled through. Pre-drilled a pilot hole, took a 6-inch lag and drove it in. Under here, check these out for nice advertising. Look at that. They were made by Vistaprint. Actually, I got them done up online. Come out really well. A couple nice little banners or whatever. Anybody that knew the dilemma I had with the fenders, they were initially down here. Now they're up there, out of the way, and I even put a piece of plywood in there as a backer, so stuff and debris in that isn't going to come out through. Sorry about the camera angle. So debris in that isn't going to get from the tire up and on and make everything dirty in there. I fixed the marker lights on the front. They weren't actually working either. The wiring underneath was all gone bad from the lights coming up through. So yeah, and what I did on the front tie downs is they're angled. They're angled ahead, so it's pulling it ahead slightly. You can see this way, they're angled outboard just a bit. So they're actually opposing each other. I also put a nice little trailer level right here, so I can tell when she's level, straight, front and back and all that. And I got a little surprise I'm going to tell you guys in a few minutes too, is I had this thing actually weighed this morning. I should have made a video about it here. I had a set of digital scales and we set this on it. The outcome was very surprising, very surprising. So anyway, you can see the deck is all painted now too. That's 2 coats of a nice gray concrete, I guess you'd call it oil base, nice oil base contractor grade kind of paint. And on the back here, I actually built a step for this thing. Not nice? That will go in the back. One of the coolest things, actually I'll show you from top to bottom. Check this out. How do you like that? Is that not the coolest sign you ever seen? And right above that, you might notice that's an actual backup camera. It's actually hooked on, and that goes into the truck. That was an Amazon special for $79, and you want to see how nice the picture is on that bad boy. Then over here, we have a solar panel here, which that's actually transport position. When I'm going to use it, I'm going to set it right up here, like right now. There you go. That powers lights that are all under there, all under here. It's all done with fairy lights all underneath. You want to see it at night, how cool this looks. It lights right up. Under the back here, I think is one of the nicest things I did yet. You guys check this out, how functional this is going to be. Because right now, when you get in it and walk around, you bounce around. It's pretty bouncy. But you guys watch this and check this out. Princess Auto, $20 a piece. Scissor jacks. Lift it right up. How cool is that, eh? How freaking cool is that? One of them in both corners on the back too. So basically now I can lift that right up, and I've also got some blocks of wood made up to put underneath them. So I can lift this high enough that if I had a flat tire, I could literally get that side right off the ground by simply jacking the back of this thing up. So how much cooler is that? Back is all trimmed off. Painted, again, all sealed up nice. Done with a couple coats of the oil base. And there's a step, and also on top of the step there's grippy stuff. It's basically glass bead is what it is that I stuck all over that. You can see the tie downs again here. They call them rigging. Got these at Princess Auto. You can see they're going at angles, so they pull left and right both. So this thing should stay centered. And out here again, they're angled back slightly. So all four of the riggings on this, all the tie downs are basically pulling against each other. So that's really what you want, right? Keep it balanced out better. So the only thing I have to be careful is to not forget when I go to pull away and do this. How easy is this? There you go. Princess Auto's finest. I gotta love it, eh? Anyway, this thing has everything done. The only thing we still have to do to this to make it legal is put a license plate on it, which is going to be today. It's looking good, I think. It's been a lot of work. It's been, you know, quite a wait here to get her done, a couple months and a little bit of money. But anyway, we are very excited that we're going to be using this thing probably the next couple days. So we are going to get her out and go for a trip. I'll show you an overall shot of what it looks like here, all loaded up, and I'm pretty proud of this thing. Well, check it out. Pretty neat, eh? Ready to roll. That's what this is, ready to roll. All it needs is a license plate. Not all those who wander are lost either. How's that? Pretty cool, eh? And I forgot to tell you guys, I should have made a video this morning. You would have laughed your head off. I laughed my head off. When I built this thing, I estimated 12 to 1,400, maybe 1,500 pounds on the camper. I estimated about 600 on the trailer itself under here, because it's partial of the sides are missing. It's only got a partial front, but it's a ruggedly built trailer. It's got a 3,500 pound axle in it. So anyways, I got Buddy to come this morning, and I had in my head that this trailer weighed, I was hoping 980 kg or so, 2,100 pounds, 2,200 pounds, under a metric ton is where I wanted to keep it. Buddy came this morning with a set of portable scales, and this was hilarious. We pulled the trailer head onto them, put pieces of plywood on the ground because they need to sit on a firm surface. And I should have videoed this, I should have videoed it. Anyway, pulled ahead, put the rear on, and he said, "What did you say you want for weight?" And I said, "I was hoping around 2,100 pounds or so, whole." I said, "That's just a wing and guess." I said, "I got no idea what this weighs." I said, "Around that area." He said, "Well, your axle alone," he said, "is 1,950 is what we're pushing down on the axle. So we're 150 pounds short of the 2,100. And I said, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah. So I wanted him to give me tongue weight, because I wanted to know what percentage was pushing down on the hitch on the front, the actual tongue weight. So we didn't go right to the tongue, but we did the next best thing, which is going to be closer. We jacked it up and we put the last scale under the front and got a weight on all three. The weight of all three, I had to do an adding calculation and then a subtraction, because when he did the rear first, it would have been a different weight because the truck was carrying part of the load. The way the lever and the hitch and the lever effect and all that was science, right? The way physics work. So I knew the weight would change a bit once we mounted it back just a bit on the leg, if any of you guys are following me. So we put the third jack under the front, and he had a calculation, and I'm going to show you because it's still on my phone. You guys are going to laugh. You guys are going to be blown away like I was. Check this out. This is the overall weight of the trailer and the cabin. Can you see that? I guessed it right on the money. This thing is 2,100 pounds because 1,950 in the axle, and then once we took the front and sat it down, it basically took 56 pounds off of one wheel, 12 off the other. But I had to add, whoops, oh, I just screwed it up. But I had to add 218 pounds and subtract the 52 plus the 12. And when I did, 2,100 pounds. So thoroughly blown away. I don't know how I guessed it. Cindy thinks it's because I'm smart. I don't. It was just a fluke. I estimated approximately that, you know, what each wall would probably weigh, what the floor would weigh, and what the roof would weigh. put it all together, I come up with about a 1,500-pound cabin. I was so fearing that this thing could weigh, you know, 3,000 or 4,000 pounds quite easy, but I knew it wasn't that bad because I look at the way the tires are sitting on it, and I also looked at the actual arch of the leaf springs underneath. This thing will easily carry this, and we're looking forward to it. So anyways, I should have, probably a bit of a boring video here again. Hard to film in the middle of the sun in the afternoon like this and get a lot of shadows on my face. But anyway, if you guys like this content, like and subscribe and share it, because we're going to start rolling on the roads with this thing. We're going to make some really good footage. If nothing else, guys, live simply, remain grateful. We'll talk to you soon.